Well, we're here at the Fish Bites Trading Post
Yes, sir.
workbench for the rigs and techniques at the CCA workbench.
Yes, sir.
So, Dave, we're talking about big sharks,
Yeah.
medium sharks, any sharks.
Yeah, well, although sharks are large and fearsome looking, their physiology isn't really made for long fights. A lot of them, if you have the proper tackle and you put enough drag on them, they give up fairly easily, even for their size, Like we catch big tiger sharks in Australia quickly on 130-pound test line with
But
90
you
pounds of
said
drag.
it with marlin. Drag kills.
Drag kills. If you have enough drag, and if you're trying to catch a great big shark on the beach with, even if you're using an 80 wide with, 130-pound test line, you really can't get that much drag on the fish because he'll swim until he wants to stop, and then he'll go back and forth and just walk you till the end of the drag and then the end of the drag, and a fight can last a long, long time. And for some sharks, that's no good. Like for hammerheads especially, they can't take those long fights. They die. They wear themselves out. Right. But other sharks, like thresher sharks, the poor beagle sharks up in the north, the cold water sharks, and mako sharks, they're fish eaters. They swim a lot. They fight hard, jump. Really, really, good to eat as well. Those sharks they taste like swordfish.
Right.
They're really good to harvest if you catch one. Maybe not makos because they're getting kind of rare because everybody knows they taste like swordfish.
Right.
And they come right up to the boat and very curious, and you'll get caught. But if you're going to be targeting most of the sharks in Florida, a large spinning reel will probably do the job, especially if you're in a boat. The Penn Carnage boat rod there, the SLS3 blank with the Fuji guides, tangle-free titanium guides on there, nice rubberized handles. So, if you get wet, you're going to be able to keep a good grip on it because you're going to need to keep a good grip and, as much drag as you possibly can hold. Now, a lot of guys think they can hold a lot more drag than they actually can. So, you might want to measure it, put it on a scale, figure out what you can hold.
You loaded this up with what?
This is Pro Spec 65-pound chrome braid.
Perfect.
Yeah, and when you put your leader on there, which is going to be a wire leader, it should be fine. And but what I was saying before, make sure you set your drag appropriately, and realizing that the smaller that spool gets, the drag's going to be increasing, not decreasing.
Correct.
And that Plin Slammer 8500 reel is a great reel. It's got the full metal body and side blade. It doesn't flex around, and it's sealed, waterproof, and everything. So that's a really nice thing to use. Now, when we're talking about the leaders, if you're targeting great big sharks, you want to use a big cable leader like this with a 20-aught circle hook. I'm talking sharks 500 pounds or more.
Yeah.
You're going to have a long leader as well. I think that's a 20-foot leader.
Right.
Sharks tend to roll up in the leader a lot of times. They will get it once they get close to the boat. They'll start to roll. So you might not need that much leader for the bite, but you do need that much leader when they start rolling up in the line, because if they can roll all the way up to the braid, the shark's skin is usually very abrasive and they can rub through your main line if they can get to the main line. So
Eagle Claw makes a variety of different shark
Yes, that's
leaders?
the L824, the shark rig there, L824 2000. It's got a 20-aught circle hook in there. I think it's 400-pound cable.
Right.
And then they have the little smaller one. That's an inline circle hook shark rig, a 13-aught. You could use this for your spinners and black tips and stuff like that. It's only 48 inches long.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it should be fine.
For your inshore shark fishing, it's perfect.
Yeah, it should be fine. And, when you're using what kind of baits you want to use, like some of the fellows were saying before, it's hard to beat a bloody tuna. Sharks can
Barracuda.
Sharks can sense 1 part per million in
One drop
blood,
of blood for a million parts of water.
Yeah, they have a really, really acute sense of smell, and plus an electrical system that you wouldn't believe. And those barracudas and the bloody tunas, they're going to be probably your best baits. If you really want to catch a shark, get you some little tunny fillets and chop him in half or fillet him or butterfly him and put him on a hook. A shark is going to come and eat that thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's just coming. And barracuda as well. They hate barracudas for some reason. They love to eat them. And so that barracuda fillet is going to be great as well. And the circle hook is paramount. For one thing, it keeps the leader out of their mouth.
Right.
It sits right in the corner of the jaw if it's done, if it sets properly. And it doesn't hurt the shark either.
No.
You know, and don't try to reach in there and get your hook back.
No, just
Go
cut it
ahead and
off.
cut him off and
Just cut it
let him
off.
keep that, because you don't want to lose your finger to get a $4 hook back.
Exactly.
And we've all seen that happen on film.
Oh,
haven't we?
yes.
Oh,
Yes, we
yeah.
have.
We've seen it.